Hey y'all, it's your girl Jasmine Ayana, and today I am back with another video. And today I'm gonna be reviewing two products. So the first product I'm gonna be reviewing is the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation. It is 24-hour undetectable super long wear foundation. It's oil free, oil controlling, waterproof, and transfer resistant. I've been wanting to try this foundation for a minute, but the only problem that I've had was I have not been able to find my shade, and I think I might have just done that. And I'm also going to be reviewing the One Size Beauty setting powder in the shade Dark Deep or Deep Dark, Dark Deep. Alright, so I am going to be reviewing that as well. I did get the mini because why buy the big size if you don't know if you're going to like it? I always get the mini because I really don't wear makeup every day like that. No way. So yeah, as well as I'm also going to be using some new products that I've been using, but I don't think I've used it on my channel. But I'm gonna be using the KVD, I think this is the Good Apple concealer. I think that's what this is. I think it's Good Apple, but it's full coverage and it's lightweight, so I am gonna be using that along with the Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. So we're going to be using that as well. So without further ado, let's get to the video. So I'm going to take my Planet Makeup by Yolanda brow wax. That's what it looks like. I'm going to take that and I'm going to use it to lay down my brows. Yeah, I'm gonna use this to lay down my brows. This is probably like one of my favorite products to use. I used to use the brow soap, but brow soap, after so long, the brow soap honestly just stopped working for me. Not saying that it's not a good product at all, that's not what I'm saying, but it just stopped working for me. But I noticed that with the brow wax, every time, no matter how long it's been since I've used it or whatever, I always get the same result. And my brows they always lay down. Okay? Always. And they still soft, like they're not hard or anything like that. But this is one of my favorite products. No, I don't have a code for this. But if you would like to purchase it, I can give you a code to use. And I can give you a code to use. And you can go use somebody else's code. But no problem. Hey everybody that's joining. How are y'all today? How's it going? Okay. And I'll be back when I finish my brows. But hey, it's okay because I'm gonna record this brow. But yeah, so I'm using Planet Makeup by Yolanda's brow pomade in brunette. Okay. And y'all, to be honest, let me tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all my thoughts on brunette. But I remember when I first looked at brunette and I was like, I don't think I want to use brunette. I think brunette is a little too light, maybe. And I seen somebody else using it and I was like, brunette is not as dark. I mean, it's not as light as I thought it was. And it really wasn't. Like, brunette was literally like the perfect brow shade that I needed. Like it really was. So I was like, okay, maybe I could get away with brunette. And I've been using brunette over ebony ever since. Okay. So y'all, now let me cover this back up, because pomade does, it will dry out, unfortunately. It really will. But again, I am using the Planet Makeup by Yolanda brow pomade in the shade brunette. Okay. And now I'm just gonna take one of these sticky pads that I got from Amazon. Don't know if you'll be able to see it because my light is too bright, but yeah, one of these sticky pads from Amazon. And I'm just gonna place it on the back of my hand because I don't like mess. All right, I like for everything to come off easy. I like for an easy cleanup, pretty much. All right, easy cleanup. So I'm just gonna make sure that that's nice and flat on the back of my hand, peel it off, and then I am going to place some foundation on the back of my hand. All right, and so the foundation that I'm gonna go in with, like I said earlier, I'm gonna be reviewing the Born This Way Too Faced 24-hour full coverage matte foundation. Okay, this is what I'm gonna be using to basically do everything from, do I want to use this? I'm gonna be using this. All right, because I got a sample from Sephora, and I'm gonna be using it before I actually use my whatever is left in my little pumpy pump. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with the Slay Ready Cosmetics. I done rubbed the number off the brush, but I think this might be either number 4 or, yeah, gotta be number 4. Gotta be number 4, because I know it's not number 6. But then again, it might be number 6. I don't know. But I'm using one of the concealer brushes out of that set. Alright. And I'm just going to use that to clean up the top part of my brow. Alright. And so once I get a groove going of how I want this to look, then I can move on to this brow, because sometimes I might chop this brow down a little bit and I might like it, so I have to do the same with this eye. So it's just really a work in progress or whatever. But I'm gonna finish these brows and then we're gonna come back to the face. All right, be right back. Love cutting my camera back on, cutting it off. So I'm now gonna go in to the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. It's the Long Wear Foundation Grip Prep Smooth and Perfect. It kind of puts you in the mind of the well, I would say the e.l.f. primer, but it really don't put you in the mind of that per se, only because it's not clear. But as far as like the tackiness goes, when it dries down, it definitely does give that tacky feeling, like the foundation is actually gripping the primer. So I just pat it in, you know, I just pat it in. Just like this. And I just pat it in until I can't pat it in no more. And then I also just let it sit on my face and let it dry down. So once I let it sit on my face and let it dry down, then I go in with the method that I use. Y'all, my camera finna die, so I'm finna have to put it on the charger. So yeah, let me put that on the charger. I really don't know where I left off it, but my camera died. So this is the KVD Good Apple Concealer in Tan 177. So this is what it looks like on my skin, and this is what it looks like in the packaging. All right. So this is just the technique, the method. I can't talk. This is the method that I use. I always put my concealer on first before I do my foundation, and it's just easier for me to do it this way because when I put on my foundation, I can easily go in and blend out whatever harsh lines are left, if that makes sense. So I blend my under eye last. I always blend my under eye last because of the simple fact of I be wanting the fullest coverage that I can get. That's what I be wanting. So I blend it out last. Okay. Then I go to my nose. Alright. Now, it look crazy. It's gonna look crazy at first, and that's of course normal. But I always blend out my edges first before I work my way anywhere else. I always blend out the edges first, the outer part of my concealer first, just to make sure that it's in the area that I want it to be in. Because again, this is a full coverage concealer, as y'all can see. So like once I get my edges blended out how I wanted it to, I then work my way underneath my eye. And I always bring it up because I want my face to look like it's going like this compared to it. Like, I don't know if y'all can see the difference in this side and this side because I haven't brought this up yet. But I really be wanting my face to look a little lifted, like I'm awake and not tired. Okay? And so I just blend all of that out. Alright? And we just gonna keep blending until it's blended how I see fit, or until it's blended, you know, not I see fit, but until it's blended to where I want it to be. Because sometimes you could blend and you probably miss the spot. So that's why I always take my time to make sure that it's blended correctly, because you just don't want to have a spot that's basically missing concealer, or you didn't blend it out completely, or whatever the case may be. Then once I do that, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. All right. But we just gonna make sure we are nice and blended. Okay. So now I'm gonna take, once again, my Born This Way foundation in the shade Hazelnut. Alright, I'm gonna take the shade Hazelnut, and this is 30 milliliters, so it's 1 fluid ounce. And I had the original bottle of Born This Way, like the original formula. I had it in Spice Rum like a few years ago, but I ended up breaking my bottle. But the bottle is actually a shorter bottle than this. This bottle is actually longer. So yeah, I am a year late with this review or whatever, but like I said, I couldn't find my shade and all that good stuff. So here we are. and there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm gonna go back into that foundation brush that I had, and I'm gonna take the foundation that I got from Sephora, because I wanted to make sure I didn't want to take it back. And I am gonna just apply some over there, and I'm gonna start on my sides first, because y'all, this foundation does it does dry down quick when you working with, apparently when you're working with like matte foundations. And I am gonna take my DJS Beauty BBF brush, and I'm just gonna use it to blend it out. And y'all, I don't swipe. I don't use swiping motions. I always use like bouncing motions. I never swipe. I just feel like you get your fullest coverage from your foundation when you just bounce it on the skin, instead of, you know, instead of just swiping it, because you don't want to see streaks or nothing like that. You want to be able to see the fullness of the foundation. And it doesn't have like a strong fragrant scent to it. Well, not to me, it doesn't. I know some people said that it smells like paint to them, but to me it doesn't really it doesn't smell like paint at all. But that's just my opinion. Everybody have their view on how things smell, or their own opinion of how things smell. So if it smells like paint to you, I apologize, but it don't smell like paint to me. And I just go over, even where I highlighted it, I take my foundation over that as well, because like I said, you don't want any harsh lines. You want everything to blend in very seamlessly. And so far so good. I know y'all was looking like, oh, that is not her color. That is not your color, girl. But when you blend it out and you blend it in, as you can see, we looking good. All right, we're looking good. And I always say trust the process, because you know foundations react based on your skin. Like how people say foundations oxidize, foundations do this, and foundations do that, and da 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 da. And that is true. Foundations do, you know, do like they do that. Some foundations don't. Like y'all see how that looks super light, like it looks lighter than my skin complexion or whatever. But once I blend it out, we good. But like I said, some foundations definitely oxidize, or you might have to go a shade lighter or a shade darker. Now sometimes I will mix my foundation with a darker shade if I just feel like it is too light, or whatever the case may be. Like I will always mix it, because I just feel like sometimes you just cannot find your perfect shade. And that's, you know, that's normal. That's completely normal. It's okay to say, oh, I couldn't find my shade in this, so I had to mix two foundations together. Sometimes you have to mix foundation shades together just to get your perfect shade. I have to mix, in the wintertime, I have to mix certain shades together to get my winter shade. In the summertime, since I'm like, well, I'm not in the sun as much as I would be, or as much as I was when I was on the dance team or whatever. But during the summertime, I had to find a foundation shade that matched my black, because I got real dark in the summertime, because I was always outside, I was always working out, I was always doing something that dealt with me being outside. So that was just you know, normal for me. So I had to mix two shades together. But as you can see, this is a very pretty match for my skin. and all I did was just place it on my skin and bounced it out, baby. That's all I did, and I made sure everything was blended together. Even if it was, you know, I don't even think I really just had to go under my neck, but I wanted to because I just wanted everything to blend together. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my One Size Beauty. Oh y'all, let me show y'all the packaging before I even say I'm gonna take it. This is the packaging for the One Size Beauty setting powder. It is a frost finish soft pink packaging with a red metallic on the top. It is very, very beautiful. Now when I first look at this shade, it kind of scares me. I'm gonna tell you why. Because on the camera it doesn't look as bad, but this looks darker in person than what it does on the camera. So I don't know how I'm gonna like this, but again, I'm not gonna knock it until I actually try it, because the other shade was not my shade. That shade was just too light for my liking. So I'm gonna give this a try just to see, because if I don't like it, I might just take it back. Okay. Okay. I hate when I get to that part and then it's like something get in my eye. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. It definitely, you can definitely see a difference between this side and this side. It's not as bright. Well, it's not bright at all. I'm gonna be honest. It's not bright at all. It's honestly, it does the job. I would not go and get, I would definitely not go and get the other one, the light one, because I just feel like that would be too light for my skin. But I do like how it basically mattifies down, like how it dry, well, not dries down, but how it lays on my skin. I do like that a lot, because I don't know, it's like a soft matte. I don't really know how to explain it. But I like it so far. So I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face, and I'm gonna come back and give you my thoughts on everything that I used, and we're gonna wrap up this video. Okay y'all, so I have a few thoughts. I have a few thoughts. So I do love the foundation. I do love the KVD Good Apple. The KVD Good Apple Concealer in Tan 177. I do absolutely love the setting powder. Now, I was afraid of the setting powder at first because it did appear a little too dark. But when I placed it on my skin, it looks so beautiful. Okay, the shade match is very, very it's decent, you know. With a little manipulation, I'll be all right. Okay, but my thoughts on everything is everything applies so good together. It mixes so well together, and I really do love the foundation, especially because I have oily skin and all of that good stuff. But yeah, this is the finished look. This is my everyday look, because I'm just reviewing the foundation. This is my everyday look, so I did enjoy, you know, doing this, but so you can see what I look like every day. If you all like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and like, comment, and subscribe, so you could be you know, part of the Fierce Beauty family. Okay, and yeah, make sure you hit the bell notification so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. I have more content, whether it be beauty vlogs, lifestyle, whatever you could possibly think of. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I know I go through like a rebranding content every year, but I'm actually trying to rebrand and stick to my rebrand. So I'll be giving you beauty, I'll be giving you lifestyle, I'll be giving you vacation vlogs and all that good stuff, whatever. So again, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see y'all on my next one. Bye.